Welcome back to part 3, partner number 2. You will be multiplying for your sales. In order to do that, you need to have this paper out in front of you and follow the directions to figure out how much money you made to see if you made any profit. In the workspace below, when I talk about workspace, I'm talking about these long rectangular boxes with C1, 2, 3, and 4 written at the bottom of them. You need to provide all of the information from box A and then multiply that number by box C. This information is found in part 2 of the project, which you should have already completed. You may multiply using traditional method, using place value, lattice, or repeated addition, but you need to make sure that your answers are correct. Your partner will be checking you by the end of this, and then I will be checking it because I will be grading it to see if you multiplied correctly for each of the sales weeks. Let me show you exactly what it's going to look like in these boxes. As I go back to the regular page, you remember during part 2 you found out that you sold 653 toys in the first week, 462 in the second, 552 in the third, and 462 in the in the fourth week. Now, these are all examples. You came up with your own types of examples, or you found out during place value how many you sold each week. Those are the numbers you want to use. And this is also an example. Your toy probably cost a different amount than $63, and that's okay. But just for the sake of this example, you are going to take the total amount of toys that your company sold in the first week and multiply it by how much your company was charging anybody that bought your toy each week of the sales season. So in this case, as I make it a little bit bigger so you can see it, in those rectangular boxes that I was talking about, you need to place 653 times 63 in a lattice multiplication method like I have done here, or some other type of multiplication method to ensure that you're showing me all of your work, and then also so that your partner can check to see if you have it correct. So after you've multiplied 653 times 63, you know the second step to lattice is going to be dropping down each place value. The 9 was in the ones. Then you need to do 8 plus 0 plus 5, which gives you 13. Carry your 1 up there and bring down your 3. That's in the tens. In the hundreds, you do that carried 1 plus another 1 plus 8, which will give you 11. Carry the 1 up there into your thousands, and then add. In this case, you have the carried 1 plus 3 plus 6 plus 1, which gives you 11 again. You carry the 1 up into the 10,000s place value. And finally, you do 3 plus 1, which is 4. And you'll recognize that you have a pretty big, substantial sales number, 41,139. Take that information and place it into the bottom box where it says C1 so that you can keep yourself organized. Now, you'll probably have some more workspace, and that's good because after you have come up with the answers for all of the boxes, which again is on this worksheet, all of these will be filled in. Your partner is going to be completely done with their cost sales sheet, and you will flip-flop papers. So you'll collaborate together and make sure that you have yours correct, and your partner will make sure that they have theirs correct. Once you are ensured that you have each of the multiplications correct, you can go back to part 1 and 2 if you have time and add to your picture, or you can add to your description of your toy. And then you're done with part 3. As long as you and your partner have done a nice job, you'll be in good shape because the rubric is all about multiplying and multiplying correctly, because that is certainly a skill that we've learned so far this year. Just to review, you're taking the total number of sales from box A and multiplying that by your total sales price from box C. You'll need to refer to the part 1 and 2 paperwork to get that information, placing your answers to the multiplication questions that you've created in the bottom right-hand corner where it says C1, 2, 3, and 4. Here's a blow-up version, and this is what the worksheet actually looks like. So once you're done, your partner will check, and if both of you have checked and you feel comfortable and confident, you can move back to part 1 and 2. Thanks so much for your time.